Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Minister Ginger London. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a very special time, and I just wanted to briefly come on and talk to you about a special event that's happening during this month of March, where we're celebrating Women's History Month. I wanted to do something special for those ladies who know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are called by God to make an impact in the earth with their gifts, their talents, and their abilities. So, the Diamond Coaching Academy is having a life coach training for women, and this is a special 4 days challenge. The registration is free. The dates will be March 19th through the 22nd, and this is where we're coming together to help women who want to help women to create a well-designed life. And so if you know that God has called you as a woman to help other women move forward in life, this training is especially for you. This is an information training. It is not a full certification, but it will be enough for you to determine whether or not you want to be a life coach, or if you want to add life coaching to what God's assignment is on your life. And if you know that you are called to encourage, to motivate, and to empower other women, then the best thing that we can do as believers is learn the skill to be able to do that. I know sometimes, we say, hey, I'm anointed, I'm this, I'm that, but it takes a skill, a certain skill set to actually be able to help people move forward in life. And so if your assignment is to women, then as we go through this information presentation on the live stream tonight, I want you to consider what God has called and chosen you to do, so that you can make an honest and godly decision about what your assignment in the earth is. And so I'm excited about it, and I hope that you will be too. So let's get right into it so you can learn about the information that you need in order to move forward. And so when we talk about life coaching, I want you to consider these questions. Do you feel like you're called to help others? And that's what life coaching is all about, helping people to move forward. If you're a business coach, it's the same thing, to help businesses move forward. So maybe you're called to help women entrepreneurs, or help women in ministry, or help women who or maybe they have a job, but then they're looking to do something on the side, and you can help them to discover what's that other stream of income that they can participate in, that's going to bring more revenues into the house. So do you feel like you're called to help others? Do you have a special talent or skill that you know others need, and you haven't been using or sharing it with others to help them? In other words, you've been sitting on your gifts. They've been lying dormant. They're under the bushel. So now it's time for you to bring them out, polish them off, stir up the gifts on the inside of you, and then reach out and help others with that gift, with that skill set, with those talents, with the gifts that God has given you. So many of you ladies have learned different things over the years during the course of your life, that you know that you are equipped enough with that knowledge base, that and with those skill sets, that you could train other people, or that you can teach them certain things. And the question, would you like to use your gifts, your talents, knowledge, and abilities to help women move forward in life? If that's you, then in celebrating Women's History Month, the Diamond Coaching Academy is offering a free 4 day challenge, virtual live event, life coach training for women. So this is a great opportunity for you to get your feet wet. It's a great opportunity for you to actually find out about what life coaching is. Is it for you? How can you bridge your skill set and your knowledge base and connect it to the coaching profession, so that you can actually help others? And so let's look at how that's going to work out. On day one, we're going to talk about you, the coach, and we'll go into it a little bit after I do this brief agenda here. Day two, we're going to talk about the coaching basics. And the day three, the coaching transformation. And then day four, we're going to talk about the coaching message and the content. So on day one, we're talking about you, the coach. And so we're going to be talking about the whole mind, body, and spirit life coach. You're gonna learn how to become more aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions in every situation or setting. And the reason that you need to become aware of that is because when you're coaching others, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your personally should not get in the way and should not taint the coaching process. And so you have to become aware of your own thoughts, feelings, and actions because they can get in the way of the coaching process. If you know who you are, the coach, it's easier to be able to separate that so that you can help others. You will learn that confident people have faith in themselves and their abilities, but when you lack confidence, you feel stuck and unable to obtain what you want of life. So if you've been hiding your gifts and you've been sitting on your gifts and you've been putting them under a bushel, it could be because you're not confident enough that God has equipped you to actually use what you have to help other people. So we're going to talk to you about having the faith to build your confidence, to actually know that you know that you know that God has called you and equipped you to help other people, especially women, since we're talking about the National Women's History Month. And then we're going to talk about you are a miracle. You'll discover how to tap into your inner strength to help you stretch out of your comfort zone, take more risk, and live more fully. A lot of people are not living more fully because they're not walking in their assignment. They're not walking in the calling of God, God's calling on their lives. And so they don't believe that they're a miracle. You've heard me say this over and over again, if you've been following me, that you are the reward to somebody. You're the solution to the problem. You have the answer to the question. You have the direction for the in the way direction steps or strategy steps in the direction they should be heading in. You are a miracle. You are a reward to somebody. But unless people hear about what you're doing and what you're capable of, they'll never be able to discern that you are the person that they need to connect to so that they can see something change in their lives. And then you'll learn how to release your true potential. Some of you have been sitting on your potential, the potential, the abilities that you have not used yet. You know what you can do, but you haven't done. So if you know that you're called to help women, but you haven't done it, then you're sitting on that potential. So we're going to talk about on day one how to release your potential. So day one is all about you, the coach. Day two is about the coaching basics. So you're going to identify your why, your core values, and your coaching assignment. What's your why? Why do you want to use coaching, become a life coach so that you can help other women? What's that why? Why are you doing that? Then your core values. Your core values are those beliefs that you have. What is the center of what you believe? Because whatever you believe, that's what you're going to do. Whatever you believe, that's what you're going to do. So, what are your core values? And then, what's your coaching assignment, right? Even though you say, hey, I want to help women, how? In coaching, how are you going to help women, right? So, you got to kind of narrow that down a little bit. All right. You will learn how the basics of life coaching, of the life coaching profession, what it looks like, what it means to be a life coach, what is coaching. How does that look? And then you'll learn the 6 steps in building a coaching business, ministry, or course, right? So some people will do life coaching and they'll do one-on-one sessions. Some people will do life coaching and they're going to do virtual events. Some people do life coaching, they're going to do their coaching through courses, whether their courses are on a platform or whether they do email courses. It's so many different variations of it today, especially that you can actually present your coaching in. And then you will learn the essential set of skills needed to be a great coach. Again, you have to be, you need a certain skill set, right? And that's different from the knowledge base that you have that you can monetize or the skills that you can teach someone else to do. So the skill set to be a coach is different than what you already possess. All right. Day 3, we're going to be talking about the coaching transformation. So you're going to learn how transformation happens in the lives of people, and then how to self-coach your own personal transformation before coaching others in their transformation. Transformation occurs a certain way. People learn a certain way. They have different learning styles. They have different stages of the learning process. So it's the same thing with coaching. There are different stages that your client will go through in the coaching process. So you will learn about the coaching transformation, and then you'll learn about how to get crystal clear about the coaching transformation you want to offer. That's not Everybody doesn't offer the same transformation. So even if it's a business coach, even if you're coaching real estate agents, even if you're coaching business owners in a certain profession. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a coaching transformation that you want to take them through. So you need to be crystal clear about what is the coaching transformation that you want to offer to your potential clients or your future clients in as a life coach. What is that transformation process? What does it look like? And when they begin, where are they starting, and when they finish, what should be taking place in their lives when they get to the end of the transformation process with you. And then on day 4, we're going to be talking about the coaching message and content. And when we talk about the coaching message, we're talking about soul aligned coaching, connecting your spirit to the coaching that you want to do, right? You know, the best way that I can say it is like two ways I can say it. Jesus, first one says that, Jesus says, the word that I speak, they are spirit and life. So if you're going to be a coach, coaching is all about a conversation. So when you have that conversation, are your words filled with spirit, and are they filled with light? So how do you soul align coaching? How do you connect your spiritual gifts to the coaching profession? How do you connect your godly assignment to the coaching profession, your life purpose to the coaching profession? How do you become really clear about connecting your inner strength, your inner being to coaching, so that you don't lose sight of the core values that you believe in? Right. So you're going to learn how to hear and trust your inner spirit in God's spiritual guidance in launching out instead of brushing it off, ignoring it, or telling yourself that you'll get around to it later. So again, if you've been sitting on your gifts, you can't sit any longer, right? Because once you come into the knowledge of something, it's not, you now become accountable for carrying it out. So you're going to learn how to hear and trust. A lot of times people are sitting on their gifts because they don't hear clearly, and they don't trust the little bit that they do hear. So how do I hear clearly? Then you're going to get radically honest about what your soul is here to share. Even if you've been scared to admit it or fuzzy about it up to now, you're going to get crystal clear on day 4. What are you here to really do in the earth? How do you become crystal clear about your life's assignment? And how do you connect that assignment to actually coaching women to move forward in life? How you're going to learn how to align your true values in your coaching content. Your coaching content is anything that you present to your coaching client, whether you present it in the form of coaching, whether you present it in the form of a planner that they work through, or a workbook, whether you present it in one-on-one coaching, whether you present it in group coaching, whatever that content is. How do you align your true values in your coaching content, right? So every profession has some content that can be used across the board in that profession. But as a believer, how do you connect what you truly believe, your core values, to that content? How, when people read your content, they know that they know that they know that they're connected to someone who is spiritually gifted, right? Who can guide them according to what the word says, or on that spiritual journey according to the word. That content is going to be rich, right? It's not, doesn't mean that you're overpowering them and over saturating them with scripture. It simply means that I know when I connect to you that I'm connecting to a Christian coach. And so our beliefs are the same, and the content that you give me to work with, or the content in the conversation, is all going to be founded on a good foundation of the word. And then you will learn how to determine what you are uniquely all about and what you truly want to say in your content. So you have to know that you know who you are, what your assignment is, and then you have to know what you want to say in the content that you're going to offer to your clients. Some coaches are blog coaches where their content is in blogs, and that's how they blog, and they monetize their blogs. Sometimes they have private blogs that people have to register for, almost like newsletters, but it's private blog articles that they're getting. Some will actually share their content in a newsletter where people have a paid subscription to their newsletter. Some do it in private podcasting. It's so many different things that you can do with coaching, but you have to be crystal clear about what you truly want to say in your content. So, it's not about copying someone else. Again, there's some general content across the board, but how do you make it uniquely yours? And so you'll learn that on day 4. So when exactly is it happening? It's happening March 19th through the 22nd. So I'm not giving you a long period of time to mull over this and think about it and meditate on it. No, make a decision right now, because it's going to happen just in a few days or so. So March 19th through the 22nd. Don't drag your feet on making a decision. It's free. You're just investing some time into a free virtual event that's going to help you make a decision about whether or not you want to continue on and doing, or if you want to take on life coaching and what you're doing. You'll receive 4 days of virtual live life coach training that will teach you about the coaching profession and what it takes for you to get started as a Diamond Transformational Life Coach. Each session will include live 60 to 90 minutes training via Zoom, starting each day at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 7:15, 8 Central, 8:15 Eastern. So it's in the evenings. So I want you to make sure, if you're going to do it, that you take care of everybody in the house, feed the kids, the spouse, get everybody situated. Let them know that you need 4 nights where you could just spend about 60 to 90 minutes each night learning about life coaching to determine whether or not you want to continue doing it, or if you've been doing it and you haven't been trained to do it per se, and you want to be refreshed and sharpened and make sure that you're on target, then make sure you register for the 4-day training. The registration link is in the stream description. And I'll be posting it again through all the social media platforms, all throughout the day, several times a day for the next couple of days, so that you don't miss it. But the registration link is in the stream description, no matter what platform that you're on. I'm streaming to about 8 platforms right now. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Twitter, then it's actually streaming to you. So I want you to make absolutely sure that you go back to the description, click that link, go and register. It's a couple of steps in registration, and that's just to get your initial registration. Then it's going to take you to another quick registration where you register or to have access to the challenge portal, where you'll get all of the worksheets and the information about the challenge. Don't want you to miss any of that. And then on the challenge portal, you will be able to actually register for your private Zoom link um, for the training. So make sure, take a couple of steps, but go ahead and do it. You can do it in a matter of 5 minutes or so, 2 to 3 minutes, 5 minutes at best. But make sure, and on the Zoom registration link, make sure you fill it out correctly and answer any questions that are there, so I can have an idea about maybe what type of coaching that you want, that you are interested in or thinking about getting started in. So thank you so much for joining me for this information stream. The Life Coach Training for Women, it's a 4-day challenge. The registration is free, and the dates are March 19th through the 22nd. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be via Zoom. So don't miss this opportunity. We're going to spend 4 nights together, 60 to 90 minutes each night, giving you enough information for you to make a decision about whether or not life coaching is for you. And if you want to bridge life coaching, maybe you're in business or you're already doing something else and you want to add life coaching to what you're already doing. Maybe people have been asking you, hey, can you mentor me? Can you train me? Or they've been asking you, how did you do this? How did you get this for? Maybe you just want to add, even in your professional career, you may want to actually add life coaching to help others move forward in the type of career that you're in. Sometimes on a job, people come to you confidentially and say, do you ever train people? I would love to do what you're doing. Can you work with me? Can you train me? Can you mentor me? It's a great opportunity to add that other leg, uh, source to your what you're doing professionally. It could be a stream of income, and before you know it, you are mentoring people in your profession, and people are moving forward and they're successful, which is a great testimony to you and your skill set, your knowledge base, and your ability to move people forward. I know people who are in the real estate business, and they are coaching other real estate agents to move forward and to go from agent to agency, and they are training them to be excellent agents so that one day they can own their own real not real estate insurance, so that one day they can own their own insurance company, and they can actually become owners of an agency. So that's an excellent way, if you're in your profession, even if you, rather than selling Avon, rather than selling Mary Kay on the side to do a side hustle, think about training other people in your profession, and then add coaching to that, and let them sign up and work with you outside of the office per se, so that you can train them. So thank you, everybody. I'm Minister Ginger London. I'm a board certified coach, and I'm the host of the challenge and the owner of the Diamond Coaching Academy. Please don't miss this opportunity. Again, the registration is inside of the stream description. God bless you, everyone. Take care. I look forward to seeing you on March 19th for the training. Take care.